It's the High Heel Tea Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick. Yeah. 6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. And it's the podcast. Yeah. And it's the High Heel.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the High Heels Tea Podcast. I'm Crystal.
This is Reonda.
Yeah, we just gonna do some recapping.
Yes.
Thank y'all for watching.
As always.
Thank y'all for tuning in again.
To the High Heels Tea Podcast.
Before we get into the episode, how has this year been going for you? Let's recap some things.
Ooh. This year has been, it has been a roller coaster a little bit. Just growth and doing some things differently to become a better version of myself. Mm-hmm. What about you?
Hold up. I wasn't even. Why I asked a question I wasn't expecting to answer? I'm like, oh no. I guess it's been going real good. It's a real good feel good year for me. And I've been telling anybody, listen, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life.
That's
because awesome. I feel like I'm just 100% me. Like I let go a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. And just flow. And not going with the flow, but just flowing now. And I feel better. I feel better in nature. I feel better with decisions. I feel better in thoughts. And I was like, I ain't never been this happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You feel better because of just the discipline that you've been doing, or just because of just overall your body health, just mentally?
All those things. But in addition, just having a sense of like emotional and mental maturity. Mm-hmm. I think that a lot of things that I was taught, a lot of ways I thought was just incorrect.
Yeah.
And it's always easy to blame other people, obviously, for things that you're experiencing. And sometimes you can't even see the error in your nature because you ain't operating your true self.
Yes.
And once I really, I always knew who I was, but once I really realized, why I always was never fully myself, was just like, oh, I know why, because you tie your emotions to everything. And, as much as I like to be like, I'm emotionally intelligent, it's like you're kind of emotionally driven. And I don't know, I just had a mindset shift. And in addition to that, the disciplines, the things that I be doing from a discipline standpoint, it's just in my nature, it's just who I am.
Yeah.
So just so happened I was doing these things and I love to do these things, but now doing them and being my full self is even easier, because I don't have to really drop nothing. Most of the things I had to stop doing and change had everything to do with my mind.
Okay.
It wasn't like, oh, you got this person around, it was just the way I thought.
You ain't have to get rid of nobody.
No, it was just the way I thought. And I think I said this on the other session we just had, you understand that it's in human nature for people to operate in a state of ignorance. Mm-hmm. And when you understand that, you have compassion for them.
Yep.
And I'm somebody that's real big with compassion. I have a lot of compassion
for yourself.
I am. Mm-hmm. I am. And the more I become compassionate for myself, the more compassionate I become for others. Mm-hmm. So the less emotional, I guess negative emotions come out.
Driven you are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we humans, so we have our emotions, but we have to use our mind to navigate them. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know how to use the logic to navigate their emotions. They just fully emotion. This what happened. So I'm transitioning from the to that happened. I did not like it. It's okay. Life goes on.
That's
so. That's honestly that's all it was. It was just like your mind is your most sharpest tool, man. Your mind is the beautiful sculpture of everything, and you have to keep sharpening and you have to keep fine tuning it. And that's just all. That's where I'm at with it. That's all it was. I feel good. We knew that was gonna happen. We know how to put that in here.
Yeah, I know already.
Y'all know my earring bags be cheap. They pull my hair. That's why I wear 30-inch blonde braids cover my ears
every time.
But yeah. So that's something that's been going on with me, and I'm happy. I feel good.
I want to reflect on something that, because you said of your emotional stability in this space. I remember about a year or two ago, we used to talk about stuff, and you used to always like, I want to be more like you. Mm-hmm. I want to be like, don't give a fuck type of attitude. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that's where you are right now?
I don't know, because I think your type of not giving a fuck is different than mine. I think I care, but I know not to let it really disturb me. I
Okay.
think that I just did not have the tools to not be so invested. Even if I ain't have no control, or you know you don't control, so I'm still just invested about it from an emotional standpoint. And so not like I just don't care, but I just know it gets me nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to kind of label what's happening before I really even react. And so something that I learned recently is that, right, when something initially happens to you, you have a space before your next step.
Yes.
And a lot of times people don't know that they have a space right there that you can channel and say and assess, self-regulate, whatever that looks like, and say, okay, what is this? What happened? How do you want to go about
Stop
it?
and think.
Yeah. And so just that alone is what helps me out 100%. So it's not that I don't care. I do care. I care about everybody. I like for everybody to feel good. I like for people to be happy. And I show up as that. Like, I really want things to be good for people, you know, because I care about people in humanitarian standpoint. But I know that some things just don't align with me, and it's okay. Like, I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think people are born evil and good. You know what I mean? I think that the world turns you into certain things, and until you really truly operate within your nature, you won't know. I came across this quote from I think it's Socrates. He's a Stoic, and he said that
From the Stoic.
Yeah.
Stoic chemistry. Stoic. I can
yeah,
that word.
from Stoicism philosophy. But he said that let me see if I can remember. I think I can remember. Every soul is held against this own will. Every soul is held against its own will. Like, you're denied the truth against your own will. Every soul is denied the truth against his own will. And all he's saying is that pretty much, as for a soul standpoint, we have to know how to have like our divine intelligence, right? From a knowledge standpoint, and it's nurtured by true knowledge. That's all he's saying, right? Your soul is a divine intelligence that's nurtured by true knowledge. And so it's like, okay, if every soul is denied the truth against his own will, deprived the truth against his own will, it's like we all kind of like operate in this state of ignorance.
Okay.
Right? All of us. Like, some of us is relationships, some of us is money.
It depends.
Some of us is family, community.
Ignorance it is.
Right. And so until you really get a feel for who you are, understand who you are, you will always make incorrect decisions.
Okay.
So for me, going back to what you're saying, like, oh, I want to be like you, I want to be like you, I really looked up to your ability to not have that emotional attachment to different situations that's happening, and something can be like, oh, well, friend, well, fuck 'em. And I'm like, nah, they gotta pay. We gotta find out where their mama stay at, where their grandma stay at, burn the bitch house down. Like, I'm on your ass if you do something. And it's like, why though? Why? And so
going to solve.
I discovered that, and I feel good, and I feel more in control of myself. And that's why I was saying too, we don't control nothing but ourselves, man. And even with my body, like me doing all these fastings and discipline to just recover my health, like, I don't even control my own body, and I use this every single day. You know what I mean? So just knowing that, it just kind of like set me free.
And understand that you're not in control of it.
Yeah.
You're not in control of anything.
Yeah. You think you control your body. You don't control your body.
You be wanting to be in control of it.
Girl, let me know if my breasts just pop out.
They not. I'm going to tell you. But you'll see when the viewers go up.
Like, she hosts a whole podcast with one titty out.
Hey, they gonna be like, yeah, I seen that one girl. I popped the balloon. She got a podcast too. That's gonna make the podcast go up from there.
Nah, I'll be like, put this out over that breast. So I'm trying to cover my front with my.
You know how Terry gonna do? He gonna put them up right out.
Terry gonna put that shit out without even saying.
Man, he ain't gonna say shit.
And he gonna share it on Pop the Balloon page.
He gonna sit it right in the middle. Like, yeah, I want to see the different side. We have defined Terry as a menace.
He's a menace to society.
He just be like, it's a titty.
It's
Don't
a
worry
titty.
about it.
No, it's a little titty. It's just a little. And you know how he talk? It's just a little titty. Ain't nobody see your titty. It's just a little titty. It's okay.
It's gonna make the viewers.
It's okay.
It's gonna make the viewers.
Think about it like this.
That's how you negotiate.
And I'll be like, you're right. No, you're not. I'm fucking dying.
He's like, it wasn't the whole thing.
It wasn't the whole titty. It was just a little titty. Anyways.
But that's so funny. But yes, see, the thing is, for people to always say that they feel like I have that I don't give a fuck attitude, I have really good emotions. I care about a whole bunch of things. It's just that at certain points in my life, I realize that it's certain things that you can't really trip off of, or I can't put more attention into, because what it does is it takes you a step back. Because for you to keep dwelling on something that you know you don't have no control over, we wasting everybody's time.
Yeah.
So because of
It's all around.
that, I just be like, man, forget it.
Forgot it. Never thought about it. Something I learned too with that is that stuff really takes up so much of your mental space, man. It takes so much, and you don't even be knowing it. And even if you know how to like move and groove and keep it going, like that stuff still takes up so much mental space, and it's just like it's just not worth it. So, like I said, that's been life changing for me. And I feel better. I feel happy. And I was just like, man, obviously I can get even happier.
Hey.
So now I'm continuing to just try to find more ways to get happier, you know.
Because your light shining bright anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's good.
I'm a happy person. I do hold space. I do hold space for self, so I hold space for you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What you want to dive into?
What we want to dive into? Hey, I was liking this whole mental space that we've been.
Oh.
I feel like it's really been good. It's been a good year of transitions for I think both of us, and I think learning and understanding, accountability, and self-reflection, and all of that are really good spaces for us to be in.
So, with your current fastings that you're doing, what have you discovered new about yourself today?
I discovered that
I'm just moving this left and right to left, y'all. I know.
even though I
Trying to find the best place
do this, but I be making a lot of excuses about a lot of stuff that I be doing, and I'm just learning to basically deal with myself by myself, within myself, and not looking to deal with things in other things. Whether it be I'm drinking, whether it be having sex, whether it be I'm still smoking, but whether it be that, but you know, I'm just learning to deal with things face on instead of trying to deal with things through other ways, through other outlets. So
Do you think that, because this is something I've always told you,
okay.
do you think that it helps you take more accountability to yourself? Because instead of, like you said, dealing with things that you're going through by channeling in other ways, it's always easy to blame, or not blame, but shift the reason of the, you know, not trying to say you have a victim mindset by saying blame, but shift the reason that it happened to those things. No, not trajectory, but okay, this happened because of that, but instead of this happened because of that, it happened because of you.
Yeah.
So now that you're doing these things by yourself, you have nobody else to shift, or no other things to shift the reason that these things are happening. So you have to take accountability to why.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree. I feel like I already pretty much take accountability for the things. I know what I need to do to be in a better space. I think the other outlets are kind of like blockers. Like it allows me to not have to worry about it, or not have to deal with it. Like I'm accountable for it. Like, okay, hey, this is what's happening to me. Hey, I know that I need to do this, but now I feel like, oh, well, I'm not going to do this because I'm going to do this. So it's just like kind of just something to make me see that I'm it's making me lose focus more so. So
it's clouding.
It's a cloud.
Your accountability.
Clouding my accountability for actually doing the shit that I'm supposed to do.
So you can
This
say,
makes it easier.
people be doing that a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, I always thought it was kind of I'm gonna say weird when somebody could be like, I know I'm fucked up.
No,
I know I'm this and that, and it's like, okay, and then they just keep doing this, like.
but then
Okay.
what you do afterwards.
Yeah, what you do, like if you know it, once you do better, but instead of
People don't want to do better.
But so that's the difference though, than operating in the state of ignorance versus that you just kind of like, you just off. Because again, either you don't have the skill, you don't have the experience, or you don't have the capacity. But I always say you do too, and this is why I always been pissed off. I'm not gonna lie, not always been pissed off. I don't want people to think I'm a mad person or something like that. I'm not an angry person. I've never really, that's never been my nature. But I'm so black and white about things. I really don't put too much fluff in it. So I guess this allows me, like coming into this new space allows me to put a little fluff, but still keep it just straightforward. So I don't need nothing misconstrued, but it's like, I feel like people make mistakes based off of what they don't know or what they don't care about.
Yes.
So if you do something because you don't know, I can deal with it easier because it's like, oh, you don't know, let me teach you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you or whatever. But if you do something because you don't care, I'm gonna take it personal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and when you say I'm not you, but when you say in general, people say in general, I'm this and I'm that, and I know, but you continue to do the same things. It's like, well, you just don't give a fuck.
You don't see the problem with it.
Yeah, well, you do see that people will acknowledge problems, but they still will continue.
Acknowledge it, but it must not be a problem because you don't feel like it's not a problem to you.
They probably don't feel like they got the consequences.
Exactly.
Of it.
It's not a problem to you. It might be a problem to everybody and affect everybody around you. But until it becomes a problem for you, then it's nothing.
But the problems could be
brushed under the rug.
The problems could be losing people that are quality people, that are willing people, that are genuine people. That could be the actual consequences of your actions of not just saying, okay, you know what, I have this problem, let me correct it, let me fix it, and saying I don't give a F. And it's like, well, what it is that I think it's always just kind of come back to who you are, to yourself. Like a lot of times the way people treat you is based off of how they treat themselves. So if you shitty to yourself, you're going to be shitty to other people. And so you not even having that courage to be your true self or do better by yourself, you're not going to have the courage to do better by other people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's your fault for losing and having to lose people because of that space that you're in, because you're no longer accountable for, you don't really care. Because you don't care about your feelings towards yourself. You don't care about your feelings towards others. And then you some people like, well, you know how them people be like, well, shit, fuck them. They weren't supposed to be in here in my life anyway.
2 tears in a bucket.
Real quick. They don't care because, in their mind, it's not an issue. In their mind, they don't care because they don't even know how to be real with themselves.
True.
So.
True. All right, we be breaking stuff down.
Right?
I'm gonna tell y'all this too. I told Terry one time behind the scenes, I was like, I want me and Reonda to talk like how we talk when the camera's now rolling. This is what we talk about when the camera's down. We do not be like, so you see that social media question? Okay, so what would you? We do not do that. Everything be all mindful exercises and tools and we have breakthroughs. Bitches might start crying. And y'all like, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I just feel relieved.
Yes.
Like, I feel better. Yeah.
Breakthrough. So. And it's also about being better for yourself, too, because I had a breakthrough this morning.
All right. What was your breakthrough?
A breakdown. Breakdown. I just want to be a better version of myself. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be, not even to say that I thought about something the other day. I ain't not drunk since 2018. I was like, I'm an alcoholic. I'm like, I ain't been sober. I'm like, I ain't been sober since 2018. And, of course, you know why. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through a lot of different transitions in my life. And, like, at the end of this, because this Dry July situation really it wasn't hard not to drink. I don't think it's ever been hard because I don't really have.
You actually do these kind of like yearly.
I don't really have an addictive personality to where, some people are like, oh, no, I can't not do it. Like, it was hard because you have a pattern. You're used to doing something so much. It was hard in that sense, but it wasn't hard because I knew there was something that I wanted to do. And within that space, now that I'm almost at the end, I'm starting to realize so many different things. I'm starting to pay attention to so much stuff. Like I said, hey, I ain't had a drink since 2018. Like, I definitely every day or every other day definitely had a drink. Just wanting to be a better version of myself. And that's not only for me, but for my kids too. Just basically being able to like be there for them and them, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, they come home from school, I come home from work. I've been go have a drink. I've been have a drink because they get on my nerves instead of like pouring into them and doing the things that I need to do within their space. So it's just all of that, just being recollecting on things that I need to do just to become a better version for not only me but for the people that I support as well.
What do you think that, like, currently best off of who you are today versus who you want to be? What do you think is that better version? What does that look like?
A better version of myself looks like being more disciplined, being more involved in things that my kids want to do. Even though I don't be wanting to do that shit. Like, they be wanting to play. Let's play flag football. We tried to do whole football situation. They didn't got put off the team. I'm like, look, her, I just stop for y'all kids.
Right.
You know,
It's fighting everybody.
Yeah, just fighting everybody. I want to be like I honestly I want to be like the moms you see on the TV show where they get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and they cook their kids breakfast. Like, not necessarily just like a full breakfast or maybe like a pancake on a stick, but just as they walk out the door to go to the bus stop, like something like that, or just being like, hey, you know, I grew up, my mama was like, you got homework, go to the table and do it. She ain't help me with shit. So I want to be like the parent that be like, I got 5 kids. Maybe I can take 30 minutes each increment and work with each kid. You know, it's just certain things that I want to be able to do more of. You know what I'm saying? Like not having them come just ask me like, how do you do this homework? But me just being there and be like, hey, you need help with this? Do you understand this? Like things like that. Like I want to be more of that person.
So you just make time for that then?
I mean, you can.
That's why my phone
you
be
can
on
make
the
time, but it just be like,
you gotta have a focused practice of those things, and you gotta start slow. So maybe start one day a week. I'm gonna do this and then expand it. But it's not what you're saying. It's not nothing that sounds like impossible or like really a challenging. It comes back to your mind and the things that you choose to do instead of the things that you want to do or need to do.
Sleep.
You know, yeah.
I want to stay asleep to 6:35 when the first person bus come. Then the first person bus come at 6:45, so I get up, make sure they up, so they can get outside.
Now you gotta get up, like you said.
I don't want to be responsible.
5 a.m. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta get some frozen pancakes and throw them in the microwave. And look, I ain't make them. But I got y'all some pancakes for breakfast.
Frozen pancakes and some frozen sausages. Here y'all go. Put a little syrup on it. And make it
on the couch in a house coat and with a belt. and a house coat and a belt. And be like, put your left shoe on your right foot. Like, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta just do it. And I mean, honestly, maybe what you saw was just an idea of how to do it, but what you need to do looks a little bit different based off of your circumstances and your situation. So figure out what fits for you. And like I said, it could be just one day a week. One day a week on Wednesday, you need help? Come up. I'm at the table on Wednesdays. You know, on Tuesdays and Thursdays you eat at home. Like it don't have to be to the extent of what you saw.
You gotta give yourself grace.
Yeah, you gotta give yourself grace and be accustomed to what works for you versus like for them. We don't know what they had going on. You know, that shit was on TV. They could have had somebody else made it, and they just had to come out dressed and put it on the plate and pass it to kids. Like we don't know what was going on. So at the end of the day, I believe in just always trying. And the more you practice anything, it doesn't matter whatever it is you want to do, whatever, the more you practice it, the better chance you come. Yeah, you'll get at it and you'll perfect it. So that's really all you can do is start practicing it. And instead of going to sleep, unfortunately, like the school age kids, you can't really sleep too much, but it's gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids are gonna be at a point where they become a little bit more self-sufficient and you won't have to do certain things, but you have to also introduce them to those things. Because if you introduce them to them,
that's the thing for her. They self-sufficient right now.
And
I think that's another reason why it makes me so hard too, because the whole time I've had them, I've created that self-sufficiency space for them. So they are self-sufficient. They get up.
They're not suffering or nothing like that.
They're not suffering, but I, as a personal person, that's something I want to do. Like they know how to make them sausage on the stick. They on the bus stop with their sausage. They make their own lunches. They will get up and make them their own sandwiches. They'll put they get their chips. They make it in a little bag. They'll even do it the night before. They are that way. I don't have to do it, and I think that's probably another reason why I don't do it, because I'd be like, make our own sandwiches, or make y'all, like they know how to do these things already. So, but I just want to do that because I think that makes me become a better person.
For sure. That's who sometimes when it's in you to just do things and be a certain way, you don't feel complete until you do it. So that's what I have to say.
Yes, practicing. Maybe that one day. So when I call you on Wednesday mornings, I'm like,
I'm like, put the butter in the pan. Just put some butter in the pan and you good.
Oh my God, I just seen this video on social media and this dude, his kids was like, they ain't had no syrup And so they went to mama's room and got the raw honey out the drawer and put the honey pack.
It was the wrong one.
They put the honey pack on some sausage, on some pancake on a stick. And he called his mama and said, Mama, my pee-pee won't go down. It been hard all day. I said, I wish my kids would. Go in the drawer. Like, what kind of...
How they even know it was some honey packs in the drawer, though?
It said VIP. It said VIP. It said VIP on the packet.
That's horrible, man. Put the honey packs up, y'all.
I feel like my kids would do. But it was in her bedroom. It was in the room.
We all know kids go in there.
They kids be going in the room.
Yeah, I got locks on everything. Even my refrigerators. I don't give a shit.
Girls older though.
And that's even worse. Cause they act like me. They be like, I'm cool. No, I don't see that. And then when I leave, they go take showers in my bathroom and they be all in my clothes. Nah.
Yeah,
They
my
be
kids be
sleeping in my bed when I'm out of town.
Oh yeah, my kids do that.
Nah, I put locks on everything.
My kids probably in my room right now.
And you see what I'm saying? Nah, we gonna lie. We can't underestimate the kids, but
they do.
We want to say first off, thank y'all for tuning in into our little therapy session. And y'all get a real authentic feel at what we really be talking about behind.
Put those honey packs up.
Put them honey packs up. Put them honey packs up. If you ain't learned nothing else, that's going to be the only thing it's going to say episode highlights. Put the honey packs up. But I definitely would encourage anybody that's wanting to do anything, like whatever's in you, just start practicing doing it and start disciplining yourself to be wherever you want to be. Start doing mindful things, whether it's reading, journaling, exercising, or whatever, being true to yourself. And
give yourself grace.
Always be your best self. Only desire to be your best self.
Yes.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you.